What's going on, everyone? Welcome to my life again, guys. Sorry I'm late. Was checking to see if my internet will work. So far, so good, guys. So far, my internet is working. Let me bring the volume down just in case. I want to make sure, guys, so I don't lose internet. With my router that I just got a new router, which actually didn't change much. So how's everyone doing? How's sales, guys? How's eBay doing? Let me know in the comments if eBay works. Let me pull up some stuff, guys, for you to learn today. We're gonna learn some Russian alphabet, guys. Some letters. I think it's gonna be interesting. Most likely, we'll see how that goes. Let me finish listing one thing and we'll start. We'll start the lesson, guys. How's the weather everywhere today? And how are other platforms like Poshmark, Mercari, Etsy? Let me know in the comments, guys, if any platforms are working, if anything works at all today. So far, it's not working for me, guys. Nothing works again. I was trying to list some stuff, but a lot of glitches. Once again, a lot of glitches today, guys. Let me make sure my internet is not gonna go off, guys. I want to make sure that my internet is still working, because it was going in and out all day today. When I tried to upgrade my router with different firmware, my internet started to glitch again. I want to make sure it's not glitching. If it's glitching, guys, you're probably not gonna see me talking. I'm probably gonna be offline. Just wanted to make sure, guys. I'm not offline today. Let me know, guys, in the comments if I'm still online. I was actually watching, what is it called here? Let's see. I was just watching Jimmy and Ken podcast from, they were discussing Vegas. Trash to cash, guys. They were discussing how excited they were to be in Vegas for the bash and meet all the other resellers. And it was actually an interesting podcast today. Reseller clickbait podcast, guys. It says, we stole the show. If you guys haven't seen it, go watch Jimmy and Ken. It's very interesting how they were sharing the room, meeting everyone, walking for like 10 miles. So if you guys are into this kind of stuff, go check out the Reseller Clickbait podcast, guys. Because I was just actually watching it before I went live. If you guys haven't seen it, go watch it. And subscribe. That's the most important part, guys. Christopher, welcome and appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, Christopher, my internet was kind of going in and out today. I was trying to upgrade my firmware on my router, and then I got a different router today, which I just installed before the live. And so far it's working. So we'll see how that goes. I don't think it's gonna work for a long time. So if I'm gonna go offline, guys, in advance, I'm really sorry again with internet issues. Constant issues, guys. eBay has issues and internet. Always there are issues. There are two issues in life, guys. Internet and eBay. Nothing else matters. What's up, Matt? Matt, we're probably gonna learn some Russian alphabet. If you guys don't mind, hopefully it's gonna be like a short live today. Not my usual 10-hour lives. I was trying to go live yesterday, but I was so tired. I was working out, and then I went to my doctor to get injection, and then I couldn't walk. And then I had to go to another doctor today, to the dentist. Guys, instead of being resellers, I realized today that being a doctor is much more profitable. They don't do crap and make a lot of money. They torture people, guys, and get paid for torturing people. That's what happens. That's why, guys, we're in the wrong profession. If you're a reseller, at least if you would torture people and get paid hundreds of thousands a year, it would actually be kind of, nice. When they do it, they don't even mind doing it because they let you go, and then you have to see how you feel, and then go back. So you constantly come back for more. That's what happens, guys. Tracy, welcome. Welcome to my life, Tracy. Tracy, how you been? How's your sales? I know you've been busy with building $1 million mansions. Tracy, you should actually open a business and just rent out that mansion that you're building. Instead of living there, you can rent it out like every week for like $10,000 a month to rich people, rich resellers. They will come there. You just need to put up like entertainment center, like hot tub, sauna, pool, heated floors, big tunnel so they can play hide and seek. Put some kind of Halloween decorations all over the place. That's a great idea. If you're building a mansion, you might as well rent it out every month, and then you can pay for it, pay the mortgage. When you rent it out, you're gonna make money from it, pay the mortgage. You're gonna invite more people, rent it out to them, and it's gonna continue this way. That's the best business to have. Instead of living there, you can put someone in there. Tracy, I love Tori. Tracy, that's the problem with doctors. You know how it is. Those doctors, they are torturing people constantly, especially dentists. Dentists are the worst. Dentists, I mean, it's like they go to dental school for like so many years, and what they do is they kind of torture you in a way, and then you're still in pain. If you're still in pain, you have to come back. They'll torture you more. Then you have to, if you're still in pain, you're gonna have to come back again. So that's what's happening. That's and dentists get a lot of money just for the one visit or two visits. They make like a bang. Instead of finding stuff at garage sales to resell online on eBay, You know, think about it, guys. See, we're in the wrong profession. I think I'll need to go to school to become a dentist. Just one sale today so far. Christopher, I actually had also one sale. Let me see on Poshmark. Actually, I had one sale on Poshmark today, and that's it. No more sales. It's a God-given truth, guys. No sales today, which is actually I'm not complaining. I actually had a good sales day on during the weekend. I had a decent weekend of sales. Then Monday was not bad, and yesterday was slow, which is actually normal for me. You know, it's like normal type of situation. With the stuff that I have listed, guys, that's normal. Long tail stuff that nobody wants to buy, that's normal. That's why, guys, list something that has to sell fast, that people need. That's most important. Instead of listing stuff that I like to list, you know, you have to list what sells, not what you like. See, trying to preach myself to normalcy all the time, but it doesn't work, guys. Every time I think about normal stuff that I'm supposed to do normally, I do it the other way. So I'm like all messed up in this way, you know. I kind of think normally, but then I do stuff not normally. I actually list what doesn't sell much because I like it, and that's not the right way. I know the right way is to list stuff that sells fast, that has good sell-through rate. But in my mind, that I like to list the stuff that I know would not sell fast, and I'll continue doing that, you know. And I'm not gonna complain, which is the worst part. You know, the worst part, guys, is I don't like to complain. That's why I get tortured all the time. You know, go to kind of different doctors, which is my normal situation, guys. Don't do eBay so few sales trickle. That's crazy. But you're actually invested a lot of money into the mansion, so you're gonna be good. You're a good investor, so you're actually doing great job to build a mansion, live there. It's actually a really good investment instead of, you know, selling on eBay. The best business, guys, is to buy some kind of property and then rent it out. You know, that's actually one of the greatest businesses. If you're gonna, especially if you find a good property somewhere in a vacation area type of situation where you can rent it out constantly, like year round, like Florida, Texas is not a bad place. Arizona, warmer states, not in Ohio, guys. In Ohio, nobody wants to rent anything because nobody wants to live here that much. But still, properties are cheaper, even though right now with this percentage that's going on for real estate, nobody wants to actually get anything with the prices currently, as you guys know. So it's not a good time to actually invest in a stuff like real estate as of right now. Even though it depends. If you have a lot of money, you can. Or you don't have a lot of money, you still can. Just buy some kind of property, fix it up, and rent it out. It's actually going to be better business because you can rent it to someone. They will pay you for the rent or for like a weekend. So you're going to make money right away anyway, instead of waiting for eBay sales. Invest in real estate, guys. It's actually one of the best investments type of situations. Somewhere in a vacation spots. I have to run my cult. I have to run my cult from there. That's good. Tracy, don't run some cults because you know how it ends up. It ends up not good. Let me show you guys an interesting sale that I had. Thanks for all to all the 4 people that are in here, guys. Appreciate you. It's really good. At least I still kind of have a feeling that Nobody forgot about me, guys. It makes me feel warm on the inside. Makes me feel kind of needed in some way, you know. So let me show you guys an interesting sale, which actually I was surprised it sold for so much, but the person who bought it, the tape, he already bought from me before, so it's a repeat buyer, and actually he's Russian. He doesn't know that I'm Russian, but he is Russian because I can tell by his first and last name, and he already bought like about 20 tapes from me. He's in Canada, so everything he actually pays for global shipping all the time, and that's like I really appreciate it, because he does. He already bought so much from me, so let me show you this tape, guys. If you're gonna find it, most likely you're not gonna find it, but see, guys, there it is. That's tape right here. See, this is called Italian Stallion with Sylvester Stallone, guys. This is a very rare movie. See, it was actually on beta tape, not VHS. I don't even know if there is one on VHS or DVD. I never researched it, but this guy bought it for 179 bucks. I actually had it on my 10% off sale, as you can see. So originally I had it at 199. I don't know why I did sale on it. It was kind of stupid, but it is what it is. I still not gonna complain since I got this tape for free. So I should not complain about it. But it sold for $179. If you're gonna run into Italian Stallion, guys, with Sylvester Stallone, see, that's how Sylvester Stallone looked like back. This is from let me see what year, 1970. So this tape is from 1970, guys. See, it had like a blue, used to be some kind of rental place where I got this from. It was a while ago. Had it listed probably for at least 2 years. But still, I mean, that's what happens with media, especially media that's high priced media. Nobody gonna go and pay for it, right? I mean, buy it. That's normal, like any collectible. So this guy from Canada, he bought it, and he already purchased, like, as I said, probably 20 tapes, Betamax tapes from me, like horror. I think I'm pretty sure he collects it because he would not spend $179 for just one tape. I think this was the record amount, in my opinion. I was trying to think if I sold any other media before, just a single media for this much, especially VHS or beta. It's probably the record one. So if you guys gonna run into this tape, get it. It's actually some kind of I think it's a adult, some kind of porn movie, guys. I don't know for sure, but you can look it up. I've never seen it. I've never seen this movie, guys. So if you're gonna look it up, see, it says Rocky in the Raw in the back, National Enquirer. You see, Electric Hollywood Home Video. That was way in the back, way back, guys. I don't even know what company used to rent out this kind of stuff, but I guess that's a company. Electric Hollywood Home Video. Let's see who I missed, guys. Ansley, welcome. David, welcome. Thanks, guys, for stopping by, everyone. I was talking about this tape that I sold, which was probably the best sale in the whole year. For me, probably the best sale this year. Ansley, welcome. Sorry, Ashley, I'm actually short on memory today. I was at the dentist and they inject. Ashley, when I go to the dentist, they inject me with a scrap to do the thing. I mean, with anesthetics, and my brain just I'm already don't remember anything. But when they do it, my whole like side of my face is frozen. Let's see who else I missed. Matt, hi Tracy, not doing well, thanks. Just got back from soccer match with my work colleagues. I cannot move. Ran like mad, but was a... David, I cannot play soccer. I love it. That was my favorite thing to do, David, to play soccer. Now I cannot because I broke my knees for playing soccer. Messed up my knees so bad that I cannot play no more. I tried to play last week with my son, and I did something again. So I went to the doctor yesterday. They injected me with cortisone. They did the cortisone injection into my knee to relieve the tightness because I couldn't walk. Well, it's like a normal situation for me. With me and sports, I love sports so much that when I play something, I'm like playing all the way, like seriously, basketball, soccer, any other sport, and I get injured constantly. Let's see who else I miss. Is it a sex tapes? Actually, it is most likely adult movie because sex porn tape. Let me put it this way. I think Tommy probably knows what kind of tape it is. Tommy doesn't sell media that much, but I think, in my opinion, this was the best sale I had this year, and only one. But I had it for a while. It was like if that Russian guy would not have bought it for that much, I probably would have had it listed for another 10 years. So he did me a favor and just bought it because he actually already bought, like I said, a lot of tapes that I had before. Different genres, horror, comedy, and I'm pretty sure he collects it. He's a collector, guys, as you know. So that tape sold, guys, couple days ago. See everyone saying hello. It's nice to see that everyone is saying hello, guys. I really appreciate you saying hello to everyone. My there's the feed pics from Matt in English. Tommy, we're gonna learn some Russian today. If you're ready, we're gonna go through 5 letters because I don't think I can handle much more than 5 letters. I think it's gonna be enough to just do 5 for today because I'm gonna go crazy. Christopher, welcome back, man. I was a little slower than I want right now. I'll ramp up. Tracy, that's good. Put more time into the house. You're gonna live there. That's the most important part. Don't rush stuff like that. It's important. It's more important than any eBay stuff or anything because it's if you invested so much already by building this kind of house from scratch, you gotta do like perfect job all over the place. It's not like you're buying used house or used piece of property that someone lived there before. If you're building it from scratch, that's where you invest a lot of money. So I mean, a lot of time. I know you already invested money and probably gonna invest more, but time is more important also because you want to make it to the point where you like it. That's more important than just do half-ass job and give up. Let's see who else numbs your brain. Honestly, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, I actually gonna have to switch the dentist because she did half-ass job already. She messed up my crown. Now I have to go. If she told me that if I'm gonna still have pain, which I still do, she will. I have to go to another doctor to do root canal because, like, apparently, with dentists, they specialize in certain things so she doesn't do root canals, and she said she cannot do it. So she has to refer me to a specialist to do root canal, and hopefully I'm not gonna need it because I know what root canal is. I already had one before. So it's kind of, instead of, kind of, in my opinion, why would you do that kind of stuff? But that's the problem with all the doctors. They don't know. They do things, charge you for it. You know, Thrift funds ever. David, sorry guys, I'm way behind again. Ken, welcome. Everyone that is not Roman. Ken, I actually was watching your live, not live, your podcast. Reseller clickbait podcast from Las Vegas. Your Las Vegas experience with Jimmy. It was really nice experience. I think I watched already a couple of videos with experiences, so I'm pretty sure you guys had a good time. I know you walked a lot. I know that Sunny tried to fight with someone. I know that you tried to sleep with Jimmy in a bed, but then decided not to. So sorry about that. And love have off day. Let's see. Let's see who else I miss, guys. Nobody else I miss that much. Roman wants to live like he's still around. Can can have to good of sales. Tommy, actually that sucks, man. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Tommy, I picked up some interesting things today actually at the thrift store that I listed already. Like this thing. You guys, with my knowledge of stuff, this is what I got. I got a bunch of those. You guys probably recognize old computer equipment parts. This is a 3.5-inch floppy drive. If you guys see, I'm actually more familiar. Like Tommy is more familiar with shoes. I'm very familiar with computers. So anything I find that has computer type of stuff in it, I already know how much it is, and I know all the brands. This was actually from HP, I think. HP, old computer, old desktop. But anyway, floppy drives don't go for much. Those 3.5-inch, they sell for like $9 plus shipping. If you find the bigger one, 525-inch, those sell for more money. So keep an eye out for 525. Been listing a lot of Patagonia. Jill, welcome to my live. Been listing a lot of Patagonia fleece trade. It's been the best decision I've made. Switching from North Face. David, that's good. Patagonia is a good brand. Even though lately I heard that Patagonia, well, it depends what type of Patagonia. Some of it is saturated. I have some Patagonia t-shirts listed right now on Poshmark, and I think in eBay. But it depends. It depends on what it is. Vintage stuff from Patagonia, actually. I think I don't even know if they actually. I don't even remember when Patagonia actually started their business. I don't know if it was 10 years ago. But I think older stuff from Patagonia is actually not bad. Let's see who else I missed, guys. It's fantastic, David. That's good. That's what I was saying, David. That's great. Been to Moscow now. No, man, in Moscow, Christopher, actually, when I left, it was way back in early like 90s. I was 12 years old. So I didn't have a chance to go to nightclubs in Moscow, even though at this in the 90s you would not want to go to nightclubs in Moscow or St. Petersburg or anywhere. Sorry if I got frozen up. That's gonna happen, guys. From my lives already, from experience. Me losing internet is normal. But anyway, Christopher, I haven't been there, but now if you go there right now, if you go to Moscow, St. Petersburg, they got some crazy nightclubs and very expensive, even more expensive than Las Vegas. I mean, not even gonna compare to Las Vegas because the prices. Let me put it this way: you have to make a lot of money to go to a nightclub in Moscow or St. Petersburg. It's not gonna be possible. Like people who don't make any money there, they cannot afford to go to those places. It's impossible. It's just gonna be like probably if they're gonna go, it's gonna be a month's paycheck for a regular person in Moscow to go to a nightclub for one night. It's like a month salary. So that's they're not gonna be able to go. You have to know like unless you know people there and they can let you in, you're not gonna get in too much of your like too much exactly. It was a really good time. Yeah, Ken, I watched. If you're still here, I watched your and Jimmy's live. It was actually interesting. I know I watched the live from Dave and C Flipper, and it was funny because of how they were walking. Everyone was walking, kind of following the followers. I don't know why everyone was following. If I was there, I would not probably follow. I would probably go somewhere already by myself. Even though later on I would probably meet up. But walking for so long, I mean, it's still kind of cool. It was interesting. And the places around, people around having fun, in Vegas, which is actually normal. That actually was kind of interesting. Jill, he said that he tried to sleep with Jimmy on one side. So Jimmy said apparently he made a mistake and slept on different bed. So Jill, you should not worry. They actually slept in different beds. When he said that he was trying to sleep with him on one of the sides, that was kind of getting me to, like worrying. But apparently it wasn't true. So you have to find out. Maybe Ken is not telling the truth. We're never gonna find out. Jill? What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. So we're never gonna find out. No, I think because of our season stuff that's causing. Um, Maybe I don't know, David. I'm not that much of a clothing seller. I will get Patagonia if I find it because that's what I kind of know by like what's been. I mean, Patagonia is a good brand, but not all of Patagonia sells for like certain Patagonia sells for so much. That's why when I go to the Amy and Dan live, I kind of look at what they're selling, what they're listing in terms of clothing. That's how you learn like a lot about clothing because if you go to resellers that mostly sell clothing brands, you're gonna learn like certain brands that you want to be on the lookout for. But even then, I don't like to sell clothes that much. I would rather sell hats maybe, which is more kind of interesting for me to do to sell. But I do list clothing anyway. It's like it's never ending process with me. I will actually buy it. Like a couple days ago, I bought Peter Millar polo shorts, summer comfort. That's the only ones I actually buy are summer comfort polos. I know I used to have like decent like luck with them selling. So similar with like FootJoy polo shorts. I will buy Under Armour sometimes, rarely, because Under Armour depends on colorway. Similar with Peter Millar also. So a lot of things, as you know, with clothing. Depends on color wave, size, material, if it's vintage or not. I mean, clothing is saturated. That's why you have to compete. You have to promote it properly. My preaching experience again, guys. We're selling clothing. And month's pay home. That's yeah, Ansley. That's a lot of with let me put it this way. In Russian Federation, for example, if you go to Moscow, Moscow is considered to be one of the most expensive cities, I think, in the world right now. So, like, I think Tokyo, Japan, probably is up there also. New York, if you go to Manhattan, also Los Angeles, maybe Vegas, not as much as Moscow. I mean, you cannot even compare the prices in terms of places to go, like restaurants, high-end restaurants in Moscow are like really expensive. I mean, if you're not making a decent amount monthly, you're not gonna be able to actually go there anyway. People just don't go. Only people, because in Russia there are different, there are no middle class. Let me put it this way: no middle class. So there's only rich, or really rich, or like really poor. So there is like no middle class in Russia. There is like um, you would not. I mean, kind of think where you put a middle class there. I mean, it's not going to be possible because of certain, places, especially in Moscow, the rent, um, like groceries, any type of, utilities, they're up there in terms of price. So people just, I mean, if they cannot afford to go to a restaurant in Moscow, for example, if they want to go to a restaurant, they can go drive away from Moscow and go somewhere in a like smaller city, like around Moscow, but not in a city itself. I mean, they probably can go like maybe once a year. So I mean, it depends. So that's what happens. I mean, promotion. Yeah, that's what I. That's what happens with my stuff, David. I usually promote closing more in terms of percentage. Uh, Not that eBay recommends. I promote it at other percentages, but I don't usually look at. I know that eBay kind of tries, as eBay does try to make money, which is normal, by promoting certain percentage. And it is kind of the right way sometimes on certain things. If you want to be in a saturated category with clothing, a lot of stuff that you guys know, some of it is saturated, some is really kind of rare. So that's saturated stuff. If you want to promote more, for more, I guess, percentage. So you can stop. Pretty sure my internet is not gonna cooperate today, guys, which is normal. Ansley, sorry guys, I froze up again. I sometimes make funny faces when I freeze up, which is normal. Don't pay attention. Yeah, Ansley, in Moscow there is like there is no way. There is no middle class. So you in Moscow, to live in Moscow, you have to be either, even poor people who live there. I mean, I don't know how they live there. They probably live paycheck to paycheck all the time. So I mean, that's other way. There is no possibility to live in Moscow. You're not gonna be able to afford anything. It's too expensive there. So like I know that from, I mean, people who, I mean, come from there, and I've talked to them. I know like what they're paying in terms of rent. Like for a small apartment, if you want to live in the Moscow, like in downtown, there's probably gonna be, if you're gonna pay for a like apartment there, let me just say in the dollars, it's gonna be probably around for just the rent around 6,000. If it's gonna be a smaller place, like $6,000 a month, maybe more. If it's a bigger place, it's gonna be around 10,000. So just for the rent. So that's what happens. I mean, in terms of Moscow living, which is kind of, it's like considered to be, in the past, in the late 80s, when there was still communism going on in Soviet Union. It was a little bit different because it was similar to China, where government will actually give you place to live. So like government used to be during communism in Soviet Union when people needed, like, for example, I'm gonna. Sorry, guys. If I'm gonna try to stay live because this internet thing drives me nuts. But if you try to get an apartment for newlywed couple in former Soviet Union, they would go to government, and government will give them an apartment, and they will have to pay utilities only. So that's what communism is, Ansley. People like in China, that's what happens. They get apartment from government, and they live there, and they pay utilities like gas, electricity, water. So basically, that's all. That's all. And that's nowadays it's different because it's not Soviet Union anymore, and from the 90s. So that's why everything is expensive. So that's kind of a history type of lesson, guys. Anyway, guys, so I got. Let's learn. Let's learn. You guys ready to learn some Russian today? I know you guys not into learning today. Let me know in the comments, guys. If someone is, you can list, and I will teach you some Russian alphabet. Let's do that. Let's share the screen. So you guys gonna learn some Russian at least, because that's what I put in a live title today. Actually, it's no problem. I mean, it depends like where you live in former Soviet Union. In Ukraine, forget it right now because of war, which is corrupted. And as you guys know, it's like I'm not gonna get into politics. I don't like it anymore. It's just all over the place in terms of what is happening. But it depends on where you live. If you live in a smaller city in Russian Federation, that's normal. Like people live there, they similar to like living somewhere in the United States in terms of paying bills. But if you're gonna live in Moscow or St. Petersburg, that's gonna be very expensive. It's like similar comparison. If we're gonna take Los Angeles and we'll take, for example, Cleveland, where I live, it's like day and night in terms of rent and utilities and all the groceries, gas. So it depends on like where you live in the United States. Similar situation. I mean, some people can live in the smaller cities, different type of situation with rent, different types of situations with anything like utilities, groceries, gas. And if you go to a bigger city, it's much more expensive. It depends. Ohio actually, in terms of the state, it's not that expensive to live in Ohio. So let me put it this way: Ohio is considered to be a state where it's like if you can research it. It's cheaper to live in Ohio than a lot of other places in the United States. Let me put it this way: in terms of everything, houses, rent. Even though right now, even in Ohio it went up, but before in Ohio used to be like, I think, compared to like, I don't know, if you go any type of state, most states, I think Ohio would be cheaper. So, but not a lot of people like to live here because of the weather, because of the winters. Even though if you live in Cincinnati area, of Ohio. That's a little bit different because they don't get that kind of a winter like we do here in Cleveland. Even though it's only 3 hours drive uh, to the south from Cleveland, they get warmer winters in Cincinnati. Not as much snow at all. They don't have snow like I think they may have like couple of inches a year in terms of snowfall compared to Cleveland where we get like a lot. Similar also Columbus is like for example only hour and a half away from here from Cleveland and they also don't have harsh winters. They do like have rain mostly in the winter, but not as much in terms of snow. So Cleveland is only one because of the lake. Closer to the lake, we get lake effect snows all the time. Like, for example, a couple of weeks ago it was 80 degrees the whole week, and now last couple of weeks it is only 30 degrees outside. Like today it was 40. So it's like shows you how crazy Cleveland weather is itself. Like when it goes up and then it goes down without any like there is no middle ground. It's either 80 degrees or it will go down to like 30, like 50 degrees drop in like probably a couple hours. So that's how crazy it is. But anyway, guys, let me pull up the screen for you to learn some Russian today. We're gonna learn some Russian, guys, because I think everyone falling asleep already from my stories of nonsense. So I'll put up some easy. We're gonna learn some couple of letters today, maybe like 8 letters, which is kind of interesting to see. If you guys gonna be interested in that, we're gonna do it again in the future. Let me know, guys, in the comments. I know everyone is sleeping. All right, guys, here you go. I think everyone probably dropped dead right now from laughing. I think Tracy probably already laughing big time right now. Not just from me telling the stories that can put you to sleep. I tell so many, I have so much stuff in my head, guys, sometimes that I can tell stuff for like hours and then I will fall asleep myself. That's how interesting it is. But anyway, I'm just looking at the screen. It's kind of funny because it's like I remember that particular part from when I was in probably kindergarten when I was like 5 years old, maybe like around that age. But anyway, guys, so I'll put up Angela. Welcome to my life. Anyway, guys, I think this is actually gonna be interesting because I chose alphabet with like things with the first letter. So you see those letters, those are Russian. There is like not all of them, but that's actually enough for today, guys. I think I'm gonna go crazy because um, if I'm gonna put the whole alphabet up, I think I'm gonna go crazy today. Say hi to all from Angela. Angela, thanks for stopping by. We're gonna try to learn some Russian alphabet, and you guys can try it. You can pull it up. If you go to Google, you can pull up this Russian alphabet. And see, the good thing about it is that, see, this first letter, you guys know this is also in English. So this is A. So same letter in English. And see, this actually is watermelon next to it. And in Russian, it's called arbuz. So, see, that's what is. Let me put it here. It's gonna be more interesting for you guys this way because that's how we learned the alphabet when I was in kindergarten. Because they would show like a letter, and then next to it you'll see an object with a first letter. So since this letter is A, arbuz is watermelon. So this is what it is. I think Matt already is dying. Everyone is probably dying from laughing right now. But if you guys know what it is, see, this is what it is in Russian. That's arbuz. That's watermelon. And that's why they kind of associated with letter A, because arbuz starts with letter A. So that's the first letter of watermelon in Russian, which is arbuz. In English, it's W, which is watermelon. So there you have it, guys. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I know, Trace. It's kind of complicated. It's kind of, if A has a watermelon, give up. But Tracy, see, I put it in Russian in the comments. That's what it is. Arbuz, that's watermelon. So next letter, guys, is B or B. In Russian, it's pronounced B. In English, it's B. So like AB. In Russian, AB. So like you don't say A, you say A. So like A is A. Then B is B. So that's kind of similar pronunciation, but different. So see, with B, this is a squirrel, which is belka. That's what it is. That's next word for you guys. I think I don't know if I'm doing a good job. Let me know in the comments. I think learning Russian with me is gonna be much more complicated for you guys. You're not gonna remember anything anyway. Even though nowadays with Google Translate you can learn it easily than listening to my mumbling. So, but anyways, see, I put in Russian like bear, which belka. In Russian, I mean, in English, it's squirrel. In Russian, it's belka, so it's letter B or bear. So we go from A in English, at in Russian, arbuz in Russian, so B in English, B in Russian, and belka, which is a squirrel. So see, that's what happens, guys. See, you associate the first letter with the first letter of the object. See, that's how you learn. So arbuz, belka is like AB. Thank goodness there was no. David, I can find an image with dolphin. Actually, dolphin in Russian, delfin. So it's similar. They are actually similar pronunciations. So delfin is, see, in Russian, that's how it is. See, let me put it in Russian. Let's see. See, that's in Russian, right here. Let me put it in the chat. See, that's dolphin. See, that's what David was talking about. And in English, it says what it right here. Dolphin. So you got delfin. We're gonna get to that letter, guys. I'm not gonna discuss that letter today. This is the most complicated letter in Russian alphabet, the one that you see. But see, that's pronunciation is like similar, a little bit different. In English, it's dolphin. In Russian, it's delfin. So it's like similar, like not pronunciation, but like concept of how they're like what it is. So let me put it this way. So let's go to the next one, guys. This is letter V. Or in English, it would have been this letter right here. It's gonna be letter V, but in Russian it's letter V, which is third letter. So this is V. So ABV, guys. ABV. So it's like that's how you pronounce it. Instead of AB, you pronounce AB, and then V. So that's like V. And if this is a wolf, as you guys know, in Russian it's gonna be volk. So similar type of, like, if you say it, it's kind of gonna be in a way similar but it's different. Even though it's much more complicated. I have less desire to. Tracy, see, it's not an easy language. That's what it is. It's not that easy. So let's see what is happening in the chat. So if I'm still am I still live, guys? Can you hear me? So let's see. No, no, no now it does not, Matt. It makes perfect sense. Honestly, it's difficult. Believe me, Russian language is difficult. I mean, I think, in my opinion, English is more easier to learn for anyone from any part of the world compared to Russian. Even Spanish or Italian or any other like language, probably, I think it's gonna be more easier to learn than Russian language. It's kind of, even though you will learn it, but there are so many variations of stuff. It's hard. Craig, welcome to my life, man. But anyway, guys, so letter V is Volk. So that's what it is in Russian. In English, this is what it is, wolf. So you guys know wolf. So wolf. So I'll put it this way. So you got wolf and volk is like same thing. That V right here is, which is where, which is volk, which is wolf in English. I'm pretty. Yeah, Amanda, welcome to my life. We're trying to learn Russian today, guys. Craig, can I learn? Craig, not in 27 seconds. In 27 seconds, Craig, you can do some other stuff. More pleasurable. Let me put it this way, Craig. More pleasurable stuff than learning Russian. This says bonk. But you see, actually, Matt is right. Matt is right, actually, because this letter, which is V in Russian, it's B. So in English, it's going to be letter B. So see this letter right here, the second one in Russian is B, which is actually, in English, it's going to be V in Russian, which is B. So this is going to be the third letter in Russian is actually second letter in English. So Matt was actually right about that. Bond, see, he said the shit says bonk, which is actually, uh, which I put down, wolk right here. That's wolf. I think it's, is it interesting, guys? I think it probably is interesting. I don't know. Here was, yeah, exactly. I mean, but Angela, this is what it is. That's actually, to learn Russian language itself is it's very difficult language. I mean, me myself, even though I had really good grades when I went to school there in Russian literature, I had like A's. That was two of my favorite subjects. I still would make mistakes in just writing Russian letters. Right now, currently, even though I've lived here for a long time, for almost 30 years, I still, I learned, I mean, I still remember how to write in Russian with Russian letters. New generation of, I mean, not new generation, people who got here, like, say, maybe like 25 years ago, who were younger than me, they cannot write in Russian, or they cannot even recognize certain letters unless their parents taught them, which is actually normal and supposed to actually be happening with like parents teaching their kids their original language. And it's kind of being kind of missed out because I know Italian people do it all the time, because I know for sure most Italians I know, they speak Italian and they speak English, so they will their parents taught them Italian language, so they know Italian. And same with Polish people, even though Polish language has very similar words with Russian language, uh, letters different, a little bit different because of how it's structured. But sometimes, if you're gonna speak to someone from Eastern Europe, like Poland, Bulgaria, uh, Czech Republic, for example, not Czech Republic, but Slovenia, Serbia, Croatia. Some of the words they are like saying, if I hear certain words they say in their language, I will understand, because there are certain words that are similar to Russian, because look, it's a Slavic type of beginnings of Slavic type of language, like where it originated. It's hard to explain, but it is what it is, guys. See, Amanda, welcome. Cyrillic, yeah, that's correct. Cyrillic, exactly. Cyrillic, that's what Matt is talking about. I forgot the word. Cyrillic alphabet is like really difficult, especially when we're gonna go to this letter right here, guys. Which if I'm pointing to that letter. It's a yogurt, as you can see right there, but it's gonna be hard for you guys to pronounce this. Let's see what else I missed. But anyway, guys, so that's what I was saying. Like this letter right here, which is wolf, which is wolf, is letter V, but in English it's letter B, and it's supposed to be number 2 in English, but in Russian it's number 3, and it's V. So B is like belka or squirrel, and that's B in Russian, or B in English, but that's what it is. It is what it is, guys. So next letter, guys, because I'm talking too much instead of teaching you guys. Next letter is G, or in English it would be similar to G. Letter G, like you guys know letter G. So in Russian it's G or grib. Grib is a mushroom, so it's like in Russian it's gonna be this way. So grib is letter G. So this is gonna be in Russian, grib. See, or in English, it's mushroom. So it's completely different, guys. Two different things. So there's so let's see, guys. If I guess we have some interest today. I have no use for Russian. Amanda, that's right. You don't. That's the most important thing. It's very easy, but I feel America have smaller brain for learning as well as everyone's. Yeah, Angela, that's true. Actually, you hit it right on the point. For some reason, even though I've met people, Americans, who actually spoke like at least like I know not a lot, but they spoke like at least 5 languages, like English, Spanish, German. I met some people who actually were like multilingual. So it's not very often, but I've seen it happen. So it happens, but I know what you're talking about. I mean, in the United States, people tend not to learn different languages a lot, unless it's Spanish, because Spanish is more frequent. If you live, it even doesn't matter. If you live in the South, like in Texas or Florida, like any southern state, I think, Georgia. I don't know about Georgia, but Texas, New Mexico, California for sure, Arizona, they got a lot of people speaking Spanish. So people know Spanish. Like Miami, if you go to Miami, a lot of people speak Spanish. Every time I go visit my brother in Miami, I only hear Russian or Spanish. I don't hear anyone speaking English in Miami. I mean, people don't speak English there. I find it so cool. I really wish I could learn. Man, it's hard to do, man. Even I don't know that much Russian. Even though I had good grades. So anyway, letter G, gamma, like where did Craig say it? Right here. Looks like gamma. Yeah, that's Greg, that's G, which is in English, it would be similar to G in a way, in a pronunciation situation. Like G or Gal, it's a little bit different, but its meaning is kind of similar where you hear it, but it's different in terms of what it is. It's hard to compare even. So let's see what else. Just know Mali Pivo and Dobre is in I think Dobre is in Polish. If I'm correct, I don't remember for sure. But Dobre, which is basically like say you can say like pleasant day, добрый день in Russian. You can say добрый день in Russian, which means good day. So like good day, or in Russian, it's gonna be добрый день. So it's basically if you talk to someone from Bulgaria or Slovenia or it's like Serbia and say добрый день to them, they will understand what you're talking about. It's like hard to explain for me, but since we have people here in Cleveland that I run into all the time that are from Serbia, from Croatia, and Poland and Bulgaria, Romania, they actually kind of certain words they will understand. So you will have kind of not. It's not too difficult to see. I mean, to know what they're talking about. So for me, it's like easier. Whenever I travel, the only thing I try to know how to ask. Tam, in Russian, host is shalava. See, let me put it for Tommy, guys. Tommy, here you go, man. You can use it you can save this and use it in different chats. And everyone who is going to watch my live or rewatch it later, here's one word. This is in Russian called shalava, which is a hoe, which is a prostitute. Or like you call it like that. So basically, that's what it is. Prostitute in Russian it's gonna be prostitutka, which is similar to English. So in English it's gonna be let's see. See in Russian it's gonna be like this. Let me put it in the comments right here. So in English, prostitute. So this is what it is, prostitute in English, and I'll put next to it. It's gonna be in Russian. So there you have it. See, that's in English as a prostitute, and next to it is in Russian. Prostitutka is like similar. Or this one, shalava is means like a bitch, like really like your bitch. So like shalava, which is like there is another word in Romanian. Uh, Hazara is another one in Ukrainian. There is different words they use for this kind of for those women. So, but Shalava is more of the woman who will basically fuck everyone. Tom is like, you ain't gonna take down your life right now. But that's what it is, Tommy. That's a woman who can, go and do a lot of things. Let me put it like in a normal way. But that's what it is, guys. If you're gonna go into any live, you can copy and paste it and use it if you want to call someone a bad word. So, but this means prostitute or like a woman that like an escort. Or here you can use this or this in Russian. Meta will never retain this knowledge, but it is exactly Amanda. I'll try my best. I mean, I don't know. I know you guys don't really need it, but it's kind of fun. I don't think anyone tried to do it yet. I think I'm the first one doing this. Let's see, Slovak, Dobry, good. Yeah, Mali Pivo actually, tall beer. In Russian, it's gonna be a little bit different, Angela. It's in Russian, it's tall beer is like actually that's the word right here. Высокий. Tall is this in Russian right here. Um, it's a little bit different in pronunciation, but that's высокий is taller. which is tall beer, but you don't say it. You don't when you order beer, you don't say Высокий like tall like what I put down. You say it a little bit differently. Um, like you say большой, like big or большой, which means bigger. So, but yes, Slovaks. That's actually how they speak. I mean, I run into different Slovaks here and like Serbians. They speak similarly, so I understand what they're talking about. When they speak in their language, I can understand some of the words. So I will kind of, if you listen, you will catch it right away because they speak certain words you catch are similar that like to Russian. So that's why it's like easier to understand. Every, no, but, not everyone I met was a prostitute. Angela, I don't know. Probably, I don't know about that. But you may be right, exactly. I mean, not maybe, but you're right. It depends. It depends, Angela, actually, on a lot of things. So I've seen that happen also, especially in strip clubs. Even in strip clubs, guys, I've seen it happen. There are certain women that will go do some stuff in strip clubs, but there are certain women that will not. So it's kind of hard to differentiate. But it is what it is. I mean, so I don't know if it's like I'm not gonna get into it because that's like for women, it depends on a woman if they want to do this kind of job or it's like it's like a lot of stuff going on and you would never understand this kind of thing. In my opinion, it's very bad. But it depends. Like a lot of if you go to Eastern Europe, for example, like Amsterdam, for example, we cannot. It's not. I mean, we already kind of know about Amsterdam, and not just Amsterdam, Netherlands, but other European countries. There are a lot of women that are escorts, and you guys are familiar with escorts. So escorts are not prostitutes in a way, but they will have sex for money. So, since they will have sex for money, not all of them, once again, they can be called prostitutes, but in a way, they're not like standing on the street, like in some cities, and try to, find someone, to get paid to have sex with. So, escorts are a little bit different in Europe. That's like very big business, and they used to be way back in Soviet Union actually, and originally right now, even in Russia right now, if you're gonna go like a tourist to Russia or anywhere in Europe, you're gonna run into this kind of thing where they're gonna try to like there are certain businesses they're only for tourists who are think have a lot of money. So if they know, like for example, someone wants to have a good time and they're in Europe, they will because most of the stuff in Europe like that is more legal than in United States. Amsterdam is completely different topic because Amsterdam allows a lot of stuff, a lot of drugs, a lot of prostitution, and I've been in Amsterdam long time ago, but I experienced this, so I know what's going on there. And I've been. Tommy will probably say in the comments if I visited red light district, and Tommy, I did with my friends. So it was way back when I wasn't married yet. So Tommy, I was at the red light district and I had experienced red light district all the way. Just in case, Tommy, if you're gonna ask. But red light district, I mean, a lot of tourists go there. I mean, it's not a secret. In United States, for example, used to be also certain businesses that run those types of places, like escort services. I mean, that's like high end type of situation in terms of prostitutes. But if a woman charges $500 an hour, Tommy, if you're here, Tommy probably ran away already. Probably his wife already turned off the internet and the StreamYard, and probably Tommy is probably hiding under his desk right now. Sorry, Tommy, if I kind of sorry, guys, if I offended anyone. That Goober is a host. That's not good, man. Come on, Trace is a nice woman. Спасибо, thanks. До свидания. By words I know from. Yeah, David. The спасибо means thank you. Here's, I mean, um, David, if you're leaving, I don't know if you're leaving yet. If you're leaving, thanks, man, for stopping by. And до свидания, man, which means goodbye in Russian. Google knows. Hub's talking me up, so I say goodbye. See, oh, okay, Angela, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Have a great evening. It's actually much better, believe me, than spending time in my lives and listening to Amsterdam. But anyway, guys, let's continue. We're not gonna get into, but about prostitutes. I mean, it's like it was it used to. I mean, that's actually, in my opinion, that's very like high-end business, and there are still businesses like that all over the world. So mostly in Europe, mostly in United Arab Emirates, UAB, or like Dubai, high-end stuff. Like I know that it is what it is. I mean, but it's all over the place, all over the world, and unfortunately, it is what it is, and it's gonna continue because that was the oldest. I think in terms of businesses, sex business was like up there in terms of any type of business, in terms of money, drugs, and stuff like that. So that's no secret to anyone. Wait, who's under who's under Tommy's desk? Night Angela. A lot of fathers and girlfriends purchase their son prices for their first time rushes. Um, I don't know, Tracy. Maybe. Um, it depends. Maybe in Russia, actually, it was maybe a long time ago. Because in Russia, Tracy, it's very open. Like, it's hard to even explain the mentality of like women, like in terms of how young they start to have sex, because it's very early. More like I don't even know. It's hard to say nowadays because of generation change. But in Russian Federation, it was not like in terms of how the dating goes and like mentality itself. Most guys already date when they're like in like low middle school, um, like say like I don't know, probably already seventh grade, maybe even before that. I think like around 12, maybe a little bit older. But I mean that's like a little bit different. It depends like how um it depends on mentality. That's the thing about it. It's hard to explain even because of Russian women difference with American women. It's like it's completely different type of mentality. If let me put it this way, in United States, more there is a big divorce rate. It's actually true because of stress levels and stuff like that. Even though nowadays even in Russia, I mean it's kind of different in terms of women looking. It depends on a woman, and if they're looking for someone who is rich, they're not gonna marry someone for love. They're gonna go and marry someone for the money, which is not the right way. But for some women, they don't think about it that way. They kind of consider it the right way to do it because they kind of setting themselves up for better life instead of trying to marry someone who is not making, enough money for them to kind of, live happy, like, not happy, but it's hard to say. Like, you have to go into the head specifically. But in the United States, the divorce rate is higher than in Russia right now, and it's higher than most of the parts of Europe because of more values in Eastern Europe compared to United States in terms of family values, in a way, where there is a responsibility, certain responsibilities. But it's hard for me to explain this kind of stuff, guys. I'm trying my best, but I know what it is and how it is, and that's why it's more of a serious type of topic because everyone is different. And I've seen situations when people live together for like almost 10 years, 20 years, and then got divorced because it is what it is. And some of those divorces were ugly, really ugly, with different things going on, lawsuits and crap like that. And that's what happens. But a lot of I mean, couples live together for a long time. And nowadays I ask newer generation type of guys who are in their 20s, like early 30s, if they want to get married. And most of them don't want to get married, they want to live just without getting married, which is, I think, in a way, maybe the right way, because if they want to separate, it's going to be much easier than go through court and stuff like that. They're just gonna, separate without anyone involved, unless they have kids, which is a little bit different. But values are a little bit completely lost now with new generation, of how new generations think about everything with internet and social media. So I know it's a boring conversation, guys, but I think my generation had more values in terms of women understanding, and the older a little bit generation, maybe in the 30s, because women mature kind of earlier compared to men, because women more mature in their 20s compared to guys who are in their 30s, which is actually true. And that's what it is. It's not nothing against you guys, but it is what it is. Women are more mature in terms of thinking about stuff. David, thanks, man. I hope everyone is. I hope everyone didn't fall asleep yet. Okay, guys, let's continue with letters. Next letter, guys. Next letter is there, which is here the house, which is dom. So we're gonna learn three more after that, and I think everyone will probably leave the life, or everyone already left the life, probably, or fell asleep. But here is what it is, guys. In Russian, it's letter D, or in English it's D. So very similar also, but pronunciation is different. So see, that's a letter. That's what it is. Am I? Yeah. I was hoping I still have internet, but there, which is dom, which is house, right here. So in English, this is gonna be letter D. So you got A, B. So A, B, V, G, D. So that's what it is. So A, B, V, G, D. So D in English would be A, B, C. So in English, this letter would be 4. So it will be letter number 4, D. In Russian, it's D, number 5. And this is a house. So I mean house, I mean dom. In Russian, it's dom. In English, it's house. So that's letter D. So guys, repeat D, or in English D. That's why we married 15 years younger women. Was Tommy? That's sorry everybody. I have to go. Thanks. I hope man, David, appreciate you stopping by, brother. Really appreciate you. David is a great guy. Thanks, man. Stop by again, man. I'll do another Russian lesson soon. That's why I'm married 15 years younger. Tommy, not all the time, to tell you the truth. Tommy, I know, actually, one of my friends got divorced when he was, well, he is 45 right now. So his wife was 40. So he got divorced from his wife last year, and then he started looking for someone younger. In their, he told me I have to find someone in their 20s, but I told him it's not gonna be very, I mean, easy to do because it depends. I told he's actually good. I mean, he has a good job and stuff, and makes decent money, and he's good in terms of getting stuff like his own house and stuff like that. So the thing about it is, it's not about house or like job. It's just for the guy who is in his, like, he's 45, to try to find someone younger who are in their late 20s without kids. That's a key word. The key word, guys, is that women, most women who are in their at least close to 30 years old, let me put it this way, nowadays, they have kids already from previous marriage or without marriage. So it depends. Also, if the guy who wants to date a woman who has like little kids who are like not his kids, and as you understand, Tommy, the woman will always love her kids more than any type of guy she gonna have sex with or meet. There is gonna be no, there is not even a conversation about it. And I know this already because I've seen it happen. So for the woman who has her own kids from the like previous marriage, her kids will be number one priority. Any type of guy she meets for a day to have sex or just be like friends with benefits, it's gonna be, it's not gonna get to the point, most likely serious type of point where the guy, some guys of course will try to kind of go into it, depends on the guy, but a lot of guys will not try to get married to someone like that. So they may date some kind of woman like that on the side, knowing she has her own kids, and that guy also has his own kids. So Tommy, my point is, if you meet a woman, if you're gonna be like, say for example, 50 years old, and you're gonna meet a woman who is 40 and all the kids are already grown, then it's a little bit different conversation because a woman doesn't want to stay alone. So it depends also because now women have a lot of sex toys, a lot of sex toys on the market. But it's not the point. We're kind of getting into deep conversation, guys. But it's not my point. My point is, it's not gonna happen easily anyway. So it's like you can talk about it for hours. It's He can find one in 20s as long as he likes young kids. I mean, exactly. That's the thing. And I know it usually only ends up in sex with benefits, like, which is why not? Usually ends up in like a relationship with only like meeting someone for sex. That's where it ends up. And because I mean, the guys usually would not wanna get involved in raising the kids that are not their kids. Even some guys will. So those women always gonna be looking for someone who is gonna want to raise their kids from another marriage and be nice to them, because they're kind of gonna be thinking that's a good candidate to live with. But it's not gonna most likely end up this way. I've seen examples of that. So that's the thing, Tommy. It's hard. The relationships are hard, man. I mean, I know it's like difficult sometimes to kind of think about it, but to find, I mean, to find someone who have sex with is much more easier. than to live with someone and have relationships. That's completely two different things. So it is what it is, which is true. Okay, guys, so let's continue. I know everyone already left my life. I have 3 people. Everyone already fell asleep. So, guys, let's learn the most difficult letters. Next 3. I think Tommy, are you listening today? Are you listening anything good? I'm surprised Archie is not here today. I think Archie is working. I had to actually next time, guys. I will try to invite Archie to my life. Hopefully, he will join me. So we're gonna have a guest. Archie will be my guest, guys. So I hope nobody's fallen asleep yet. But I don't think learning Russian is interesting for you guys. I think it was a bad idea. But let me continue with 3 people who are still here, kind of. I think three robots, bots. So next letter, guys, is yeah, or in English is e. So that letter is familiar, but pronunciation is different. So in Russian, it's yeah, which is yenot. As you guys see, the raccoon. In Russian, yeah is yenot. So that's raccoon, guys. And next letter, I think it's not gonna be that interesting, guys. So here's what it is, guys. Let's see. See, yenot. Also, my wife says since younger, when we met, I had a let's see. See, younger when we met, I had a daughter. She swore she wanted to know if she was first. That last now it. Well, Tommy, that's what it is, man. I know, man. It's like um, it's different. It's different, man. See, that's different, but it is what happens. You already experienced it, and you already have a lot of experience with previous marriage, most likely. So 3 kids. That's actually not bad, Tommy. 3 kids is not bad. See, I only have 1 kid, so I should not complain. Compared to people who have 3 or more, or 2 or more. So that's the thing, Tommy, about it. I mean, 3 kids is actually good. But I mean, wives, man, that's what it is, man. Unfortunately, you have to live with wives sometimes. Let's see. See, Tommy, everyone ran away from my life as soon as I started talking about wives and girlfriends and prostitutes and stuff like that. Nobody likes that conversation, Tommy. Everyone wants to talk about eBay, servers, Poshmark, Mercari. See, that's why Amy and Dan live is so popular because of they talk about reselling. I usually kind of talk about reselling and then go off talking about live, Russian alphabet. I'm like all over the place, like I'm not talking about regular stuff. You don't have enough. It's okay, man. I'm not biased about it. No, but so for Archie, it's only no Archie. I mean, I will try it and we'll see. We'll see, Tommy. Maybe we'll see how that goes. I don't think Archie actually went to anyone's life. So, like in terms of as a guest. So we'll see. If he will be interested, we'll see how that goes. I'll let you know in another life. In Amy and Dan life. We'll see how Archie responds to my invite. I know, Tommy, subscribers is very important thing, man. This is like life consists of I look at things differently, man. I don't I kind of don't dwell into disrespecting people because of what they're trying to do. It is they chose to do stuff like that. It's not for me. I don't like it because I mean I cannot explain it even. Like I'm more of a kind of a person where I don't like to use certain things for something. It's not my kind of way of doing things. I kind of don't mind if like someone has sponsors in terms of their channel, um, without teaching someone like free stuff, which I already said. That I don't have any problem with because I mean they're trying. That's I mean that's their way of making money, and it is what it is. I mean they're making money that way. Might consider it the right way. I'm not the judge for them. I know I will say that I will be the judge for someone who is trying to sell information like eBay information, like teach, I mean, and try to teach people, get money for teaching them that free information. That I have problem with for sure, because I don't like that. But if they are making content on YouTube and spending certain time making videos, not like my half-ass videos, which I just do without editing, without putting any time in terms of like editing stuff, which I'm not that good at, which is true. Um, I am. I mean, I'm not gonna, judge them. Means they're gonna still do it because I mean that's what they're gonna do anyway. You can criticize. You can make kind of fun in a way, which is not making fun, but kind of here and there. Try to. But I'm not. That's cloud chasing is not for me. I never liked it. Um, even I would actually support. I like to support um, eBayers like eBay sellers who are even I know I will buy stuff from them here and there, not all the time, just to support them. And I would, I mean, I won't mind doing it. That's like, it's in my opinion, it's not like something that I want to be kind of shown in a way where I will do such things. I will do super chats and comments, and that's like I'm trying kind of not in a way to throw like my kind of name out there or anything. It's just my shows. I mean, people that I respect. John and Jenna from Flipping Ain't Easy. I will definitely respect the guy and his wife for the stuff that he's talking about in his lives. He's very knowledgeable in terms of what he's talking about, videos that he makes. Like I said, Pete is completely in different type of conversation, and others, few other ones, like few other ones, but everyone has their own, you know, agenda. Not to me, because they have five. I look at the. I know, man. It's I know what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about. I know how you are in terms of how you speak out, which is normal. I mean, I'm not. I don't have anything against it. It's understandable, man. It's like I've seen things. I know by what you are doing by properly setting up your eBay account. I mean, eBay store by putting out certain amount of things. Even though, I mean, the thing about it is also, don't forget, the good thing about your situation is that you get you. I mean, that's a good thing. You got a guy that can supply you, or you buy, from the guy. It's kind of that's what I want to get someday. It's someone which is difficult to find someone like that. So that's why a little bit different. But I do respect it in terms of how everything is properly run, how the sales consistent instead of finding stuff that is long tail, which I mean I would not change myself. I will still do it because I mean I would go for amount of listings in my store, which I probably already have 3,000. I think yesterday I had like 3,000 after I listed some stuff, and There is not. I mean, it's like some of the stuff that I list is much. I mean, easy to list anyway. But I'll still, I mean, list it if I buy it, like things that I buy, which you know about. But you know, it's like constant in terms of channels. I will not be kind of afraid to speak out about things intentions. I understand it. Intentions and people who are kind of cloud chasing, I can see it right away. Even though sometimes you go like I would go, as you know me, I will go to a lot of lives and try to support YouTubers who, anyway, it doesn't matter who it is. But in my preferences, I know for a fact that Pete Craigslist Hunter, man, is like, I have a lot of respect for what he's doing. I mean, that's actually not easy, what he's doing. It's difficult to run a shop like that, paying employees and constantly, you know, dealing with people like that in his shop. That's actually completely different approach of a business. That's not a joke business. It's not like, you know, you go to freaking thrift store, find 10 DVDs for dollar and list it easily from your home, from the comfort of your own home without any employees. You just care about, you know, yourself, and you don't have any employees. You don't have to pay anyone. You don't have to pay the freaking rent, utilities that he pays for his shop, and other things. You know, that's why, of course, a lot of resellers to escape this kind of environment will choose to do it from their own home or their shed, or like, you know what I'm talking about. Like it's not gonna be like what he's doing in a way, even though there are others who do it differently. But in terms of his knowledge and how he talks about things, how he introduces things, how he speaks, that shows you right away. For me, right away, I can tell what kind of person it is. You know, it's not bluffing, it's not faking. You know, you can tell right away. But what you're talking about, I understand also. You know, there are like different things going on. It's like tightened kind of reselling community in a way where it's like not like that. It's like Amy and Dan is a great example. Another great example, which I will actually discuss, is that I look at them and how they are. Uh, Let me put away that Russian alphabet. Is anyone else in my life right now with this Russian alphabet? Let me put it away, guys, because you will just look at me. Maybe someone likes me. But anyway, um, so Amy and Dan is another great example, is because when you know, they are doing videos, even though like there's what they should to show what they sold almost every week. I didn't even see how many times a week. But doing reseller workroom every day almost, to just list and, you know, list with everyone, like whoever lists while watching them, because I usually list during the day, so I don't list when I watch them. So even though yesterday I did, um, so they are completely like different example of that hard work, of how much time they put in terms of what they're doing together as a couple, which is very respectful. And you know, other examples like in terms of lives. I mean, that's like, you know, a lot of people who are very, in my opinion, doing great job. I mean, going live every day, of course. And I'm trying to go almost in any life. I don't discriminate, um, even though I know that, you know, there is a lot of stuff going on. But I mean, I'm not gonna point that out. But I know for myself, I'm not gonna, you know, kind of agree with certain things that is going on, because that's from my own knowledge. Most people are trying to run this out of themselves. They're struggling, thinking about them as dollar sign. Exactly, man. I know. Christopher, good job, man. It's actually not bad. 1800 is not bad. But what you're saying, Tommy, I understand what you're talking about. It's hard to do. I mean, it's a difficult job. If you're gonna do it properly, um, I put a lot of time into it. I mean, guys, I don't do videos that much, but I put a lot of time into it. Coco and Chew, welcome to my live, guys. Sorry, I saw you. Hola, no problem. Hopefully, it's gonna be something delicious. But if you're gonna put, I put a lot of time into it, and I hustle a lot. I know myself. I'm not gonna make, I'm not the person. Uh, it's not for me like to actually do storytelling of YouTube video of where I go to find stuff. This is not. I originally thought probably it would be interesting for me to do this kind of stuff, but I decided I was kind of contemplating back and forth of doing it or not doing it and spending time or not. Because, if you're going to do YouTube seriously, you got to do YouTube seriously. If you're not going to do YouTube seriously, you can do it as a hobby. And like what I do is sometimes I'll put up video of something. Or like I would like actually to do lives, which I do right now. But in terms of YouTube and eBay, you're absolutely right, Tommy. What you were saying, how YouTubers who spend mostly time on YouTube and most likely making decent amount. I don't know. I'm not that much of an expert. I didn't make money on YouTube yet, as you guys know. I'm not even monetized. Not even close. Not gonna be close probably for another 100 years. Intention of making $10 a month from YouTube. But I just wanna, for fun, I would go live and talk to you guys and discuss different things. But what Tommy was saying, sometimes where you run into certain things like YouTube and eBay, yeah, it's kind of a much bigger difference if someone is putting a lot of time into uh, eBay selling. They will be very serious about it, and they will be, putting a lot of time in trying to sell stuff, finding good stuff to sell. They will spend more energy on that particular part of business. People who have both things, eBay, YouTube channels, that's a little bit different type of situation, because for someone who does good job at doing YouTube videos, they can actually grow their channel. If, of course, I understand, they have to be, there is gonna be people who do it with intentions of just putting out the videos and saying some crazy stuff, not real, just with intentions of trying to get views with certain bullshit thumbnail, and people will kind of get attention and go, watch it, even though some people who are smart enough, they're probably not gonna watch anyway and turn it off. But Tommy, as you know, we're here in the United States of America, man, and that's where all the kind of things about YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and stuff like that, where it takes place. But people who have brain, I mean, they know. They don't have to be told, or I mean, they can tell right away what's fake, what's not fake, how to respond. They'll not say anything. They're not even gonna subscribe. I mean, they just will know that, and it's not gonna be something like you go, "Oh wow, you're so good! Wow, hi, hey, hi," like showing great love, man, and then talking about someone behind their back, talking shit about them, It's like, what happens, man? That's what I hate. It's like you go somewhere and you start, like, the person is not even there, and somebody was just talking shit about them, which I was already saying in my someone's live before. It's kind of so low to do. It's like spitting in someone's face. It's like, why would you fucking discuss someone uh, without person being there? It's like kind of go back and be like a normal person. If you want to kind of discuss something, don't go in someone life and do some kind of stupid thing there about some stuff, which is, in my opinion, it's like very low. Christopher, yeah, thanks, guys, appreciate it. For my everyone else already run away because they don't like when I talk about things like that. Got lucky, found good people early that could learn bits and pieces. Exactly, man. That's why I watch mostly. My preferences are like all over the place, and I can tell right away, like from already watching uh, what happens in terms of experiences already from YouTube. Because originally I wasn't even thinking about any type of YouTube, or I was just concentrating on selling stuff, finding stuff, and I hustle a lot, man. I go to a lot of places all the time and try to find, like for example, today I went to thrift store today. Actually, I didn't go uh, to other places because I'm going to church sale on Saturday, rummage sale. But look, even from going to thrift store, sometimes you're gonna find something decent, like this thing right here. Um, See, this is it was $10.99 for this Sirius XM. This is a Wi-Fi radio. Paid $10.99 for it. I checked sold comes. It sells for around $60. See, this is a Sirius XM sound station. If you see it, see there it is. So just going like today, I spent. I mean, it's not a lot of stuff since I went only one place today. But $10.99 is gonna sell. You can check Compson. It sells for around 60. There is one that sold for like 90. So and it has a remote control right here, very clean. Sometimes I mean you're gonna find certain electronics still in thrift store that gonna be worth buying. Even though right now nowadays I mean it's gonna be difficult at Goodwill, not even possible in Cleveland. I can tell you guys. We in Cleveland right now, Goodwill is like dead. You can forget about finding anything normal unless you're a clothing seller. If you like to only sell clothing like Amy and Dan, then you can go to Goodwill, Goodwill Beans, and you can find bunch of at Goodwill Beans in Cleveland is gonna be less likely to find decent brands like they find in Texas, in Dallas. But regular Goodwills, they if they would have lived in Cleveland, it would have been cheaper to find clothing at Goodwill only in terms of clothing sellers compared to like if I'm gonna try to find electronics in Goodwill which are either broken or they're priced up through the roof. Like at Goodwill, for example, this would be around $50 in Cleveland right now. So they will price it up around 40 to 45. This serious thing. It's this thrift store I go to. They only price it at $10, 10.99. So I mean, for now, you never know what's gonna happen in the future, Tommy. See, that's why you gotta have to think ahead and find someone who will. I have a guy actually, Tommy, that I'm buying media from. He doesn't sell anything else to me because I try to kind of swing him to my side to so he can sell. He buys storage units, and he has a couple of resellers that he sells. Hi, Meg, welcome to my life. There's a lilac seller. Um, there is a storage unit guy that I met that lives close to me, and I spoke to him. I found him. I went to garage sale last summer. I talked to him, and he said I buy a bunch of storage units, but he already has resellers that he sells video games to, and he has a reseller that he sells like I think vinyls and something else. He sell like maybe even shoes. I don't know. But I talked to him and asked him, can you let's do a deal so you can sell to me? And he's like, no, I already kind of uh, kind of tight with them. They paying me good, and I don't want to like lose them. So he's like later on, he's like uh, contacted me on my in my text message and said, if you're interested, I can sell you media like CDs, DVDs, Blu-rays, and he has a lot of it. So every month, basically, he calls me, and we made a deal that he will sell me each media for like 25 cents per media. So like per DVD or per Blu-ray or per like music CD, but it has to be new. So like only new ones. Even though later on he said if I'm gonna keep buying from him, he will just give me used DVDs also. He'll throw them in at no charge because I told him they're not selling anyway, and I don't. Even then I don't like it. And last time he sold me media, he actually threw in like 100 Blu-ray used discs in the cases and stuff, movies for free. So he's like, here you go, just whatever. And I mean, the thing about it is, if it would have been nice, to find someone who actually sells, you know, uh, like person like that you can get regular stuff from, as you know, like Tommy probably knows because he does, and it's hard to do. It's not easy. And in terms of other things, like if you have a shop like Pete, where people bring stuff to him, it's also kind of convenient because even though it's not cheap, I mean, if you guys seen Pete's videos, there are people that bring him stuff that he pays up for. So it's not cheap. It's not like he's like buying stuff for $10, all the time. No way. People, I mean, he pays up for a lot of stuff. That's what it is. And if you want to do business like that, if you get quality stuff, that's understandable. You have to pay up to make more money. You're not gonna go into, paying $10 to someone that knows that's gonna sell for like $500. It's very rare, so it's understandable unless you go to garage sale and find stuff like that. So they have to hustle in a situation like mine or anyone other resellers who are YouTubers still go to garage sales and try to find stuff. Dan, welcome to my life, man. We're discussing. I don't know what we're discussing, Dan. I think Tommy already fell asleep 10 times. Here's another example. Found this. This is the guys you're familiar with it. I already listed it. It works both sides. VCR and DVD works. It's not a recorder. It's a regular DVD VCR combo. Sylvania, which is you guys see the brand. It's not a good brand, but actually, to my surprise, this particular model of Sylvania sells for $50, and I paid $5 for it at church sale last weekend. So it's very clean, and I do buy them for like around $5. If it's like around, it depends. Like if it's a recorder, I'll pay up because recorders, DVD VCR recorder, they will sell for more money. Those are like it depends also on the model, and this one didn't have a remote control, so without even remote control, I already listed it for $49 plus shipping, plus $20 shipping. So basically, the last comp I saw on this model. This is model DVC 865F. I saw sold comp for like $70. Someone has like, I don't know why people do it, but they will list it for $69 with free shipping. That's Tommy. Tommy probably would be probably choking right now if he would have listed DVD VCR combo with free shipping. But Tommy, as you know, go to eBay and check out listings. You'll see this kind of stuff. with free shipping. But yeah, guys, so I listed this unit. It works. To my actually, it was surprising. Anything goes. Welcome to my life. Thanks for stopping by. To my surprise, guys, I actually was surprised to that it works, because when I found it at rummage sale, it was like inside of a box, and the box was like completely beaten up, like someone kicked it so many times. I put it under the table, and when I pulled it out, I kind of tried to see if something shakes in it, and it didn't. So I was kind of thinking maybe it's gonna work, and it did. So that's a good thing. So guys, if you find Sylvania brand, I guess if you kick them, they're gonna still work. So there you go. There you have it, guys. Here's Dan. Um, let's see what else I missed. Just make a lot of devil cell taking time to list. Yeah, I know, Tommy. I just don't. I like media. That's like media is like one of my. I don't know why, but media. I cannot stay away from media, man. It's like one of my kind of addictions. When I even go anywhere, if I see even vinyl lately, I will see vinyl records. I will go to vinyl box. I don't know. It's like it's not a lot of money, guys, but it's kind of things that kind of you know drags me inside. Mike, welcome to my life, man. I appreciate you stopping by, brother. Praise the church, amen. Exactly, praise the church, man. People love lots, man. I do it with shoes. Yeah, I know. I do lots of DVDs. I did like with regular DVDs already, so I do it. Like if I have like used ones, like I will lot them up and do the lots. It's not a problem. Um, First good church sale of the year. It might will be have next week. Fingers crossed for some. In my actually Meg, it's gonna be another church sale that we're gonna have this weekend here in Cleveland. It's gonna be bigger than last week's church sale, so hopefully I'm gonna find better stuff. Like for another thing, guys, today I found at the thrift store. Check this out. The whole computer, HP, for $8.99. I don't know if you're gonna see it. See, $8.99, guys, for the entire computer, guys. Look, it got everything. Some kind of video card. It's a video. I actually got it because the video card, as you can see, it's some kind of high-end one. It's probably older one, but still, it has a DVI port. It has two HDMI ports. So I'm pretty sure just just the video card, guys. If I paid $8.99 for the whole computer, just the video card will sell for more money. Because I mean that's what I mean. I was surprised it was priced at $8. And even motherboard. Look at the motherboard. You can tell right away. Look at the motherboard. It has like 6 USB ports, 2 of them for USB mouse and keyboard. There is a onboard video card. There is onboard sound network. So a lot of integrated stuff from HP. And I know most likely I will still test it out to make sure that the motherboard works, guys. You know, you never know. But it has one of those cards. This is a TV card, if you guys are familiar with computers, right here. With a cable, coax cable output. So this is most likely V card. So this card actually maybe it's not a lot of money, but it may be worth something because I have to see what it is exactly, because I know HP puts a lot of different type of brands in their computers, so we'll see. And also it has a CD-ROM. It has those things I used to sell by themselves. I used to part out the front USB part right here with sound. It's like a bracket. You can pull it out. This part right here at the top has an optical drive. Yeah, right there. So optical drive, CD-ROM. You guys can see it. So basically, for $8.99, I'm just gonna sell one thing and already gonna make my money back. So that's actually good when you find computers for like for $10. Pick them up for sure, guys. Even older ones, even older computers, you can part out floppy drives, zip drives, hard drives. I mean, there is like a bunch of stuff you can part out, and you're gonna make with just one thing, you're gonna make your money back because there's only one thing to sell. It's gonna already be I'm gonna be in profit with just one part. Mike, I said hi to Mike. Sorry, Mike. I don't remember anything, Mike. I'm still under anesthesia. Here's our Christopher saying, nice, Mac. Hope finds lots of great stuff. That's good. Yeah, Mac. Hopefully, and hopefully I will find some good stuff. I hope you're blessed. Okay, there you go, Mac. Hope you're blessed at church sale. We're pretty rural. So I'll take what I can get. With my pronunciation, Dan, you actually missed. If you're still here, Dan, you missed. I tried to teach Russian today, but everyone fell asleep and ran away after about 10 minutes. Live stream church, so check it out. We'll see. I wanna probably may do it after I'm gonna because with Ramage sale last week when I went in, there were like people running inside, so I will not be able to do live right away because I'll be concentrating on finding stuff more. Then later on, after I'm kind of done, I may go live from there and see. We can look at people just lined up. We could find. Yeah, man. Thanks. Appreciate it. The new thing is finding old cases from early to people paying. Yeah, man. I heard about it. I know. Actually, Tommy, I have with that kind of stuff, Tommy. I do have a connection. See, like you with shoes, I have a connection with computer parts, man. Like, for example, my friend, even though those are not used, I mean, not used, those are used for work, and that's what I do, data recovery. But I actually got those for free. This is, you guys see, this is a 2 terabyte hard drive, which actually doesn't work, but I will sell it for parts. This is actually Black Label Western Digital, 2 terabytes. This is a 12 terabytes. This is a Seagate Exos. That's actually someone gave it to me to recover data for them. Yeah, I don't know if you guys see it, but most likely, yeah. But I get, Tommy, that's the connection I have with hard drives, computer parts, and some of the stuff that like computer associated. I get like this floppy drive, which I've shown you guys earlier today. This is model. Let's see what it is. Actually, Dan and Amy are gonna start soon, guys. So I'm gonna go offline because we cannot miss Amy and Dan's lives, guys. We are committed. Amy and Dan are actually they got very cool life going on. I like their life. They have very cool life. There are certain lives I really like. I like Harry Hamstone life. That's one of my favorites. I like in the mornings. Um, Ken's life I will go to all the time. Ken SSK promo. Then Paul Philly Flipper. I do like there are certain lives I kind of like to participate in all the time. Those are like my favorites that I go to. But let me show you something interesting. This actually I found today, guys. If you're gonna run into this, let me put this Tommy's big comment away so you guys can see. So this is actually good brand, guys. If you're gonna see it, pick it up. This is X10. I don't know if you guys gonna see it. Let's see. Oh, right here. See, it says X10. It says Active Home Pro. So this is like a smart two-way computer interface. And you can actually put it on an eBay search. You're gonna see some comps around 40 bucks. I paid $1.99. It takes batteries. Right here, we put in batteries, AAA, regular batteries, alkaline. So those extend brands, this brand, see, this is two-way computer interface with antenna. I don't know if you're gonna see the model, but it is what it is, guys. So if you're gonna see extend brand stuff, look it up because they are, I don't know why. I already found three things and they all sell for around $40. So paying $1.99 for this also from today is fine. Let's see here. I don't even know. Well, me neither. Then that's why it's more. That's why it's cool. I want to learn how does it. Uh, how do you, привет is hello. That's how you say it. Привет. And good day is хороший день. You don't say good day in Russian actually. Like you say добрый день. That's what it is. Добрый день. So good day is добрый день, and hello is привет. When we go to Amy and Dan's live, Anastasia is there. She's Russian. And I sometimes will say привет, which means hi. And she will say привет. Or здравствуй means another say like hello, здравствуй is another one. It also how to order hose. Oh man, Tommy, you should have seen some Russian escorts, man. Tommy, if you would have seen Russian escort girls, man, you would have probably you would have probably ended up under the table right away, man. If I was like trying to think like if there's gonna be any places in Cincinnati, we'll see, Tommy. How's that gonna go? We're gonna invite someone. That's a great skill. I think Tommy's wife probably watching. So Tommy, sorry, tell your wife we're not gonna invite anyone. That's great skills and connections. Um, yeah, Meg, it depends like on a certain, yeah, with computers I'm kind of hooked up because, but you know, Meg, with computers, people, the problem is, Meg, with selling computer parts on eBay is that people do a lot of bait and switch. They will, for example, like someone will buy this hard drive. Like, for example, someone hard drive died. So some people are like, they're not smart. So what they think, if their hard drive died, they're gonna buy this hard drive, similar one, similar model, and they're gonna swap out this part. It's a circuit board on the back, and they're gonna think it's gonna start working, and it's not like that. It is uh, very difficult thing to explain because this part is not the problem. Most of the time, the problem is inside. You have to actually physically open the drive and do something. A lot of people try to save money. They're gonna buy hard drive on eBay for like 20 bucks, swap out this part. They're gonna open up return saying it doesn't work because they're not knowledgeable enough to know that by just buying this part and swapping it out, or just entire hard drive and swapping out this part, is not going to help them. So they think that it doesn't work, but it does work. It's just they don't know what the heck they're doing. It's like me trying to fix a car. Like I will go buy, my car will break. I'll go on eBay, buy like a part that I think is gonna fix it, and then it doesn't, and then I will open up return and say it doesn't work. And since eBay you cannot, not do returns. I mean the buyers who cannot do, they don't offer returns. You can still return it, but it's just people don't know what the heck they're doing, and that's what happens. That's why eBay has this good policy now where you can deduct money from buyers like that. Instead of them renting it to just do their work and then claim it doesn't work, and it does work. You just have to have knowledge in like being technician or computer person to know that it's not gonna fix it. So that's why people don't know that. They just don't know that there are companies that do that kind of work, and they do it for a lot of money. It's like a service. It's like fixing a car. You're gonna take your car to a mechanic who's gonna tell you to replace a freaking like one small part is gonna be worth with labor. It's gonna cost you $600. But then if you're kind of mechanical savvy enough, and if you know what the heck you're doing, you can buy the same part on eBay for $50, and if you know what the heck you're doing, you can replace it yourself instead of paying a mechanic $600 to do it. Similar with this, you're gonna go to a company to do this, they're gonna charge you $800 to fix it, and people will just go to eBay, they will find similar model and try to replace this part, thinking it's gonna fix it, and it doesn't. So that's why people are trying to save money, you know. Flavio, did you? Yeah, with my time machine. Old Raptor. Oh man, that's actually a good drive. 10,000 RPMs. Yeah, that was. Tommy, I don't like those Raptor drives. I used to. I saw my internet froze. Sorry, guys. I was talking to Tommy about Raptor drive, guys. So Raptor, Western Digital Raptor, is used to be like one of the fastest drives back in the day. Currently, it's not. There are more faster drives like Serial Tech SCSI, SAS, SCSI drives, which were faster back then. Nobody's using them right now. Everyone is trying to use SSD solid state because they're very fast. And even though not all of them, but some. Solid state drives, guys, my advice to you, always back them up. Because if solid state drive fails, especially on Apple, that it's over. If you're not gonna back it up to the cloud or have your important stuff backed up, Apple encrypts all their stuff right now. Like there is like big time encryption. Nobody, there are like few companies. I think maybe I don't even know which company does it, but it's hard to do recover anything from those drives. So just keep it in mind. If you're using Apple Mac, all new Mac laptops, MacBook Air, MacBook Pro, Apple iPhones, any type of Apple iPhones after I think iPhone probably not like 8, all new ones, um, and anything, even Microsoft Surface. Or any type of external Western Digital new drives, 5 terabytes, Seagate's portable ones from 2 terabyte up to whatever they make. Encrypted, everything is encrypted. So it's not encrypted by the user, it's encrypted by them, by manufacturer. So if it fails, it's very difficult to recover data from them. It has to be like some kind of miracle to do this, especially with mechanically bad drives. It's very difficult. That's why those companies charge over 2 grand or 3 grand for the recovery. Beautiful. Yeah, Tommy, I know, man. I know. Tommy, you have no idea, man. And Tommy, I know personally. Tommy, sometimes I can tell you, it's almost impossible to stay away. Like sometimes I will go to a party. It's like I will in my kind of head. I know I'm married and stuff, but like I will hit myself, but it's like sometimes you go crazy, it's like that. Equivalent life summer just man. I know that. I mean, I've been around when I used to go to New York to see my friends in Brooklyn, New York. Man, they used to run a business there, and they had some beautiful Paul Sports Guy. Welcome, man. Thanks for stopping by. They had some beautiful women there, man. It's like you could not. Uh, One of my friends who was even married, he would always forget he's married, man. You'll just go with them somewhere. I don't know. It's like impossible because of what was happening. Sometimes it was mind blowing because like you would go to Russian sauna, and usually women go also. As you guys, if you know what Russian sauna, like banya, it's like Russian type of bathhouse, and you go there. They bring out like drinks, food, like very good food, very good drinks, and you go to the bathhouse, you swim, then you go to sauna. You can take the whole clothing off, man. Like you can be naked there. And actually, that's like normal for Eastern Europe. I mean, for United States, it's kind of considered to be kind of strange, but for Eastern European women, man, it's like it's nothing. You can go naked. It's just some guys do, some guys don't. It depends. It depends on your preference. For those most exactly. Have M2. M2, I know, Tommy. M2 is good. M2 drive. Those are fast. I used to actually. I had some actually that I had before listed on my account, but M2, make sure you back it up, man, because M2 also encrypted. They encrypted through processor, so like it's inside the processor on the drive. So there is memory and there is a processor. So what they do is they encrypt the processor. So if the drive fails, you have to physically remove the memory, like with soldering station. You have to remove all the memory chips by unsoldering them. And well, I don't do it. My friend does this kind of recovery. He has a reader for different types of chips, and he has to physically put in each memory into the reader, and it's more difficult with capacity. So if the larger capacity, like if you have like 512 gig or higher, it's much more difficult to read those chips because it takes a long time. So that's just keep in mind, just back it up. If you have important stuff on the drive, always back up to two. I always back up stuff. With my experience with data recovery, man, I back it up to like two external drives right away. If I have something important, like anything important, I back it up because I don't trust any of the manufacturers right now, especially Western Digital and Max Seagate. They became like the worst right now. Samsung SSD are kind of crucial. They're kind of not bad, but just make sure to back it up because if it fails, it's encrypted, and you're not gonna be able to. I mean, even if you're gonna connect it to external controller, it's not gonna be reading it. So that's why it's important to back it up. Has Roman shown anything good? Paul, actually today I think Amy and Dan already started, guys. So I'm gonna go. I'm probably gonna go offline because it's not respectful. But uh, today, Paul, I didn't show what I sold. I sold actually. I saw if you're gonna go back and watch my 10-hour long live from the beginning, I shown VHS tape, Betamax tape that I sold for 179 bucks. That was the best sale of like last couple of years. But I did not some. I mean, I didn't sell anything. I sold something on Poshmark today, like Mercari or Poshmark. I sold like some kind of like plush. Uh, See this guy right here, Paul. If you're interested in Poshmark sale, I haven't shown my Poshmark sales yet before. So, Paul, if you're interested in Poshmark sale, let me show you one sale at least. Here you go. Just for Paul today, guys. From Poshmark. See Paul right here. I sold this guy on Poshmark. Paul is like, what the heck is going on? See, Paul sold for 25 bucks. $25, Paul, for plush on Poshmark. Minus Poshmark $5 fees. So net earnings is 20 bucks. I paid, I think, 2 bucks. So there you have it, Paul. That's the guy right here. That guy sold on Poshmark. And let's see. And I sold this t-shirt on Poshmark. That was on Monday. So this t-shirt sold for 12 bucks. This is Life is Good. See, this is the t-shirt I sold on Poshmark. $12. See, Paul, those are the best sales, I think. Actually, let's see if I had something. I actually sold this also on Poshmark on I think today or yesterday. Yesterday, this sold. This is a buckle sweater BKE for 10 bucks. I think I paid it like $1 for this one. Sold for 10 minus fees. So with minus fees, let's see, I made $7. See, Poshmark fees $2.95, Paul, just for you. Of what not to sell again, like a closing. One of my best. See this right here, I had to cancel. Oh, this was not a bad sale on Poshmark. Check this out. This sold for $100 on Poshmark. This is see, they took out $20. So $80 profit on Poshmark. I mean earnings. See, this sold for 100 bucks. This Guard Dog Pro Shield bulletproof backpack. See, some decent sales. Some decent sales on Poshmark, Paul. But this one is, I don't sell a lot on Poshmark anyway. It's just sometimes I had to cancel. See, guys, what happened? I forgot to remove right here. This I had to cancel because I sold it on Mercari, actually. This I had to cancel because I forgot to take it off. This phone right here. It's sold on Poshmark for $50, but I already sold it on Mercari for $50 before. So I forgot to remove it. So I had to cancel the order on Poshmark. But it sold for 50 bucks. So guys, list stuff on Poshmark. See, it sells. Electronics, backpacks. Let's see what else I sold. See, this sold also on let's see if I had to cancel this too, guys. I sold this one, I think, on eBay. Yeah, I sold this on eBay. I don't remember for how much, but I had it listed on Poshmark for $70. And I sold it on eBay and I had to cancel the order also on Poshmark. See what happens, guys, how bad I am at removing things. This Vera Bradley sold on Poshmark, this handbag, cosmetic bag for $27. So there you have it, guys. Poshmark sales. If you guys were interested in Poshmark sales, there you have it. That was interesting. Logo shows no soul. A backup, close my backup drives. Tommy, you have to back up to external drives because you cannot trust the cloud either. Because cloud is kind of non-reliable. I always back it up to external drives. Hey, Dan, Soul 5 on part, not bad files. I saw, actually, let's see if have my Mercari up. Mercari, let's see. The frying pan. Didn't sell much on Mercari, I think. Let's see. This right here, this frying pan for 15 bucks. It's nothing special, guys. On Mercari. Let's see if anything. Paul likes some orders that not to sell. I don't know, Paul. Recently, it's hard to say, Paul. Most of the stuff, was not that bad. This was actually. Oh, here you go, guys. The shoes. If you guys gonna run into those shoes right here. Let's see. Then we can go to Amy and Dan live after this. If you're gonna run, Dan, I'll tell you in a second. Um, if you guys gonna run into this brand, volatile zebra suede women's shoes. I mean, they make men's and women's, but I sold those a couple days ago for $44.10. And I think I paid like, I don't even remember, like maybe $7 for them. So if you're gonna run into volatile, some of them are, not all of them sell like for like, I don't know, that much. But with any shoes, guys, as you know, different styles sell differently. So if you're gonna see volatile shoes, pick them up. Then about hard drives, external, try to buy Samsung if possible. Samsung solid state external drives are not bad, and they're like USB-C, so like they're very fast. USB Type C. You don't want the ones with USB 3.0 because they're not bad, but they're slower than USB Type C. So you want to go for USB Type C connector, external drive. I have Samsung external SSD with USB Type C connector. Western Digital, uh, I would not recommend Western Digital drives personally. I don't know. I have a lot of people that they are just not reliable drives anymore. Used to be long time ago, but not. You can try to get one, but I would go with Samsung. And also, if you're gonna find some kind of SSD Western Digital drive, not mechanical drive with internal heads, just the one like solid state. Anything solid state, then I would just buy rather than USB like drives that have mechanical parts. Because if you drop it one time, it's if and you have nothing backed up, you're risking that it may fail. So just go with solid state because they don't have moving parts. They are just memory and processor and like a like main board. So if even if you're gonna drop it, nothing gonna happen to it. So just go with solid state. The Mercari must cross posting or Mercari Meg is like for me. I sold a frying pan yesterday for $15 that I had listed there for like probably close to a year. And then I sold before that. I don't sell. I have stuff. I cross list to Mercari, but to tell you the truth, I haven't been like. See this right here, which I was talking about. I sold. It's an air cast, which was kind of this thing right here. I'll show you. Um, it's kind of funny because let's see here. This air cast, which was not allowed on eBay, I sold it on Mercari right here. It's a air cast walker. I sold it for $40. Plus buyer paid $14 for UPS shipping. So this particular one, I had it listed on eBay. They removed it because of their prescription medical devices policy and stuff like that, as you guys know. So I put it on Mercari and it sold on Mercari for $40. So that was like a couple of weeks ago. But I mean, I don't know. Mercari is like hit or me. I mean, for me. But like I said, it depends on what you're listing on Mercari. I know Mercari is good with toys, a lot of maybe games, like. But as you see, even air case sold and frying pan sold for me. So I don't know. It's like it can sell on Mercari also. It doesn't matter. So Shay, welcome. Thanks for stopping by, guys. Shay is in the house. Shay is really good reseller, guys. Haven't seen you, Shay, in a while, but I always go to Shay Instagram account and check out how she works out. She does great job working out, not like me when I'm kind of trying to work out all the time and forget. I just go to gym, do push-ups, and leave. That's it. That's my workout all the time. But guys, yeah, if you're gonna find medical devices and you don't want to list them on eBay because you can't, you can list them on Mercari. See, I already sold it. I sold the medical thing, so Mercari allows it. If you guys want to list the medical stuff, but I don't know. I never tried anything else. Maybe they don't allow something like I don't know specific I don't know. I have to try it to tell you guys. Not sure. Texas Ranger. Mike came out with big letters, capital letters. Backed up system. Then back up stuff, man. Back it up because believe me, you don't want to lose your precious data, man. People are always kind of lazy to back up stuff, but then when it's too late, they they kind of uh, determine they don't have backup, and then they kind of become kind of worry. They start to worry they don't have a backup, and they have to call companies like data recovery companies. They charge a lot of money, and you don't want to do that. You want to back it up to external drive, and just make sure you do it on two different drives because one backup drive is not enough. I've known already from experience, man. It's not enough to have one drive to back up. You have to have like at least two or three sometimes. Because data recovery companies don't care, man. They're gonna charge you 2 grand for data recovery, maybe like even more. If you're gonna try to recover data from Apple iPhone or like tablet or Samsung, it's about 4 grand. You can call around, you can find out. They will tell you around $4,000, man. It's true number. And some people who take photos with their phone and they actually spend money to get their family photos back because they don't back up their phone, so they lose everything. Hey, Big Three Philly, here's Shay saying hi, Dan. Shay, how you been? How's life? How are your sales? She always motivates me when she makes her Insta. She is very professional. She is really good in making certain videos like on Instagram. Guys, go follow Shay on Instagram. Um, she does very good job in terms of how she does videos, even like short ones. It doesn't matter. Here she has good kind of what do you how you call it like good eye on like properly doing them. I will I'm trying sometimes to do stuff like that, and it's like not in my. I don't know. I'm not graphic designer. Wasn't born like not even graphic designer, but like flash stuff and stuff. Even though I know I can do it, and then when I do it, I forget what I'm doing. I know what I know. Mercari won't allow food. God listing. I don't know about food. I know Amazon. Amazon allows food. Um, even though it depends. If it's expired, probably not. eBay doesn't allow expired. I don't know. I've never tried it. I know that if you list some kind of vintage expired like can of something or like cereal in a box from like 10 years ago, I think eBay probably gonna remove it. So be careful. I don't know for sure, but I've seen that happen. So I don't know. Poshmark maybe. I don't know if you can list food on Poshmark. You can try it. So not good at keeping in up with this, but missing Shane Jake shenanigans. Yeah, yeah, that was fun. Good old days. Like a year ago. Those were good old days, guys. With Shane, Jake, way back 20 years ago. But anyway, let me show you one more thing, guys, which is interesting, which I actually, this was interesting for me, which I list sometimes. This is shit music, guys. Ephemera. But this one is cool, actually. This one was a rare one. See, this is Julie Andrews, guys. If you know your old movies, this right here is Julie Andrews. Look how cute Julie Andrews is as Mary Poppins, guys. And Julie Andrews is still alive, actually. Here she is. But anyways, this is called Mary Poppins. Easy piano. Shit music. See, Mike is right. Shit music. That's how it sells, Mike. It sells like shit. But I sometimes I will list some, not all. Like I got like Mike. I got like probably maybe 500 different ones. I didn't get like to listing many of them yet, but some I listed because this one, for example, probably gonna sell for $10, and I have like maybe a couple cents into it. Even probably some of them are probably don't have any cost. I don't know because I spent $10 on a like huge box of them, like with different other cooking books, some kind of manuals. So like when I list them, everything that will sell from that buy is gonna be basically pure profit. It's just gonna take. It's a long tail. This is from 1965. It's a long tail product. I don't recommend you guys. If you wanna make fast money, don't list shit music unless it's something very, very rare or something. And there is like I haven't seen, even though you can try to do a search and research on eBay. Some of them maybe do like similar with this stuff, like with maps. Even though those I listed, this is Michigan. This is when I was born, guys. I was born in 1978. See, this map is my age. This map is almost 45 years old, guys. I'm gonna be 45 in June, soon, June 6th. So, guys, see this map? It's still in good condition. It's still intact. 78, 79. See this one I listed by itself. Michigan Great Lakes State. See this one right here I listed by itself. This is Sinclair. Sinclair gas or oil. Connecticut, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Wisconsin from 2008. Those two are not bad. Those are New York Thruway, both from 1965. See, they got those two guys were governor of New York way back in the day. I don't know who those guys are. See, you can see Nelson, Rockefeller, and some kind of Bixby. Those are listed by themselves. This New York one I listed. This is American Oil map from New York. roadmap, 1965. See, old school maps, guys. But don't this stuff is long tail, guys, so I don't recommend. See, those I will not list by themselves. West Virginia. There is American Oil, Eastern United States, from 1965 or 63, I don't remember. This is Gulf. See, this is New Hampshire, Vermont, Massachusetts, Connecticut, Rhode Island. Tour guide map. And Pennsylvania, guys, from 97. So, guys, there you have it. That's it for today. Appreciate you guys all for stopping by. Have a great evening. Go watch other lives. Subscribe to all YouTubers. Support. And watch the videos if you would like. Not mine. You're not going to find any good information from me, guys. But I will go live sometimes. I promise. And I will go to Dan and Amy's live. The Castle Reseller Workroom. Reselling Workroom, guys. Take care, guys. Have a great evening.